What's going on, guys? It's your boy NTG back at again with another podcast. So, I got an interesting comment. On my last video that I posted on YouTube, so if you guys haven't checked that out yet, on that knowledge breakdown trade that I took this week for the VIP, make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. But I got an interesting comment yesterday about how to approach getting back into trading when you've been out the game for a long time. So, I thought this was an interesting topic, to talk about, especially with a lot of you guys that, maybe you guys quit and maybe some of you guys even saw my video yesterday and thinking about getting back into trading. So I wanted to talk about that because that is also part of the psychology behind trading, because how you approach getting back into trading can change everything, right? So you guys know, if you guys listen to my previous podcast, that I found success after taking a break from trading. So I want to talk about my approach to trading when I had took a break and when I had came back. So I would just want to give you guys a little bit of advice if you guys are thinking about coming back into the game, giving trading one more shot, which I do recommend, because at the end of the day, trading is always going to be around your life and you're going to see it all the time. So I want to give you guys some key points to think about and look forward to when you guys are coming back into the game. So the first thing that, I wanted to talk about is my journey, just quickly, about when I took my break. So 2 years, in a row, just losing money. I will make like some small profits, but the whole story. I will lose that little small profit that I made anyway. And this was almost a full cycle for 2 years straight. And, for 2 years, I was like, you know what? Like, maybe trading isn't for me. I couldn't figure out my style of trading and, the technical part, psychology part. So I decided to quit. Now, when I quit, I had the intentions of like quitting. So I had no like, okay, I'm going to just take a break and then come back into trading. Like, no, like my mind, I took trading out of my mind completely. So when I decided to quit, I didn't have an idea of like, oh, I'm going to just come back into trading. So I made sure that when I stopped trading, like trading was not in my mind at all. Like I didn't look at a single chart. I didn't watch any trading videos on social media, on YouTube, any outlet that had to do with trading. I completely deleted it out of my life for 3 months. And I had no thought about it at all. Profit. I deleted all my trading apps, everything. And I just focused on working, right? I focused on working. I tried to find some new avenues because, I train as a fighter full time. So I wanted to see if I can find any different avenue that I can take to where I can work a little bit and then I can put majority of my time into training. And that's what I was focusing on. So no more trading out of my brain. It was no stress. I had different goals at that time that I set, and that was it for me. But I think that break was kind of good for me because it kind of like deleted everything that I knew about trading from that point, from that 2 years. And when I came back to it, getting back into trading felt a lot easier because I guess a lot of those habits that I picked up from trading before, it kind of like deleted itself. And I was able to learn new things, which is crazy. It may sound crazy, but I was able to even learn new and more things when I came back into the game, because I guess I felt like my brain had opened up more room for me to learn more. It got to a certain point where like I was learning everything about trading and it felt like I couldn't absorb more information because I was taking so much in that it got to the point where my brain just got overloaded, and any new information or any new concepts, I didn't grasp it as well because I just had so much like support and resistance, breakout trading. Then I had the RSI, EMA trading, double top, double bottom, supply zones, like anything that had to do with trading, any style, like I had it in my brain. And so when I took that break, it kind of just like flushed all that information out. Like it just filtered everything out that was not even needed when I came back into trading. So this is more on like if you guys are thinking about taking a long break, I always recommend you guys to take a break, because sometimes when you do take a break, it's like revolutionary, and you can come back into the game like with such a different mindset that sometimes that's what you actually need to actually excel more or progress more into your journey. But let's talk about like getting back into it, because that's what the podcast is about, right? Getting back into trading. So what I want to tell you guys is when I got back into trading, there was no set date for me to get back. Like I did not have a date. I didn't say, okay, 3 months exactly. Like today is April 25th. I wasn't like, okay, in July or first week of August, I'm back in the game. Like that was not in my brain at all. I made sure to just completely forget about trading overall. I did not want to have anything to do with it. And when I did get back into it, like I said, there was no time step for me, and it felt natural. And that's one key thing I want you guys to think about is how natural I got back into trading. So I didn't force it. And this was such a different switch when I came back, and a realization when I started studying more. So what I could advise for you guys is to let it happen naturally, and a lot of things will start changing for you. So let me give you a couple examples, right? So when I came back into trading, no intentions at all. I just stumbled across it. I saw some charts, and I was playing around with it, and it was enjoyable. And I was like, oh, this is nice. So maybe I'll come back into trading. And then slowly I started reading some books, slowly, like not even like forcefully. Like it wasn't my mission to watch videos when I came back from work or training or anything like that. Sometimes I'll just be relaxing and I'll see a YouTube video. I click on it about trading and I'll watch it for 10 minutes and, collect some information. And then every other day, like I'll do the same thing. So I was like slowly creeping my way back into trading. I wasn't forcing it. And what I'm telling you guys is you don't want to force yourself upon trading. You don't want to be like, okay, I got to grind. I got to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, study videos, read books, study NTG's videos. Then I need to go to work, come back home, study some more. And you're just like really forcing yourself to study charts, and you're forcing yourself to back test, and you burn yourself out. You get exhausted. And when you are, working full time, you trying to study all day, and you have other things you have to do, pressure, all these things, you're going to get burned out. And what's going to happen is you're just going to stop overall. You're going to be good for maybe a day or two, and then you're just going to be tired. And then, when you go to back test, it's not going to be as effective because you're just rushing it. You're trying to get through the back test so quick, and you're so tired, but you're tired, and you're trying to get through the charts, and you're really just forcing your will upon trying to be a successful trader. And I want to tell you guys, like, that's not the approach you want to take, because I know you guys, you see the motivational videos and things like that on social media, and they're like telling you to work harder, no excuses, work harder. But you have to be able to simplify things, and you have to be able to coordinate correctly onto your goal. It's not just about hard work. Okay, guys, like you can work and still not get anywhere, right? Because success is not 100% hard work. It is hard work, don't get me wrong, but the key thing that I just said is 100% hard work. There is timing that comes with success, a little bit of luck that comes with success. Okay, there's a lot of avenues that come with success. Majority of it, of course, is hard work. But don't just focus so much on the grind to the point where you burn yourself out, and then you can't grind no more. You don't have the passion for trading. And what happens is when you force yourself upon trading, you don't enjoy back testing. You don't enjoy watching new videos. And it's hard for you to grab those concepts if you're not enjoying what you are doing. And that was such a big key thing for me when I got back into the game, because when I was back testing before, I was like, all right, NTG, it's time to get into work, time to back test. And I was so tired, and I would end up only back testing for like maybe 25-30 minutes before I got really tired and exhausted. And I just found myself just zooming through the charts mindlessly without absorbing anything. And The keyword I say mindlessly, like I'm just going through the charts mindlessly and doing whatever I want. And I'm not absorbing any information. Versus when I came back into the game and I didn't force myself to backtest. I didn't force myself to get up in the morning and backtest and do this and do that. Like I let it happen naturally. And what I found is when I just stumbled across like the charts and I wanted to backtest, I was like, oh, I just looked at the chart so casually and was like, oh, let me go back to 2018, 2017, and let me do some backtesting just naturally, 2016, 2015. And I'll find myself backtesting for hours and enjoying it, right? Enjoying it, being so immersed in the backtesting, being very present with the backtesting and studying in the videos and reading the books. And I'm just collecting information and I'm really enjoying myself. I'm actually enjoying the process of trading. I'm not even trading, right? I'm not even like making money and stuff like that, but I'm enjoying the process of learning the art of trading. And that coming so naturally to me actually excelled my curve, because I'm able to enjoy things and I'm able to look at things in a different perspective, and I'm also able to come up with new ideas, and I don't feel exhausted looking at the charts. I'm actually excited to look at the charts. And so those two mindsets and attitudes change a lot about your journey. And that was a very, very key thing for me when I came back into the game. Is everything is that word is just natural. Everything came naturally. I didn't force anything. I came back into the game with no intentions of getting back into the game, and it just naturally happened. And I think that concept works across the board, not just with trading. Like you guys find yourself, right? Just think of like a trade, right? How often do you force yourself upon the market to trade, right? You see no setups, the market is ranging, there's no trades, but you want to make money so bad. And what happens? You end up forcing a trade. You end up forcing yourself upon the market, and you end up losing your money, or potentially even blowing your account, because you just force things. Versus when you said, you know what, I'm not going to trade today. There's no setups. I'm going to wait until the market comes to me. And then you're patient. And then the next day you wait, and then boom, you get your trade opportunity, you enter it, and it goes 100, 200, 300 pips, and you quadruple your account because you were so patient and you let the market come to you. You let the trade happen naturally. And so that's the perspective I want you guys to take when you guys are coming back into the game. Take it slow. Don't rush it. Don't be like, oh man, I got to grind. I want to get out of my job. I want to take care of my family. I want to take care of my kids, my spouse, whatever. Whatever goals you have with trading, you're trying to crunch that into one time and one time frame. You got to spread it out naturally. Be like, okay, this is something I enjoy doing. I want to get back into it, but I'm gonna do it slowly. I'm gonna just watch a couple of NTG videos. I'm gonna read a few books, and then maybe later in a few weeks, I'll open up a demo account, and then I'll start trading a little bit, get my concepts right, and just be patient with the journey. And I know it may seem like a long time, right? Because, we live, like I said, we always live in that that Instagram and social media era where we want instant gratification, instant, funds, and we need instant results. But I want you guys to kind of like get that out of your brain, like rewire your brain, that conditioning of like instant reward, right? Instant results. We can't live off of that anymore. We have to be able to tell ourselves, okay, this is going to be a journey, and I'm okay with that. I want this to be a nice journey for myself. I want to come back into the trading game, maybe in a few months, maybe in a year. I want to spread out the information, get my videos straight, get my notes straight, and then maybe I can attack trading again. And for those that, quit, or maybe thinking about quitting, and you guys want to get back into the game, this is the mindset that you guys want to approach. Don't go too hard, okay? I'm not saying be too lazy. It's like that Goldilocks. You have to be right in the middle, that sweet spot. Don't be too lazy or too laid back, okay? Don't be too relaxed. I'm not saying be the most relaxed person ever, but don't work like crazy either. Okay, it's not even needed. You don't even need to be like so hard on yourself trying to grind like crazy to where you're just like it's unhealthy, and you're not going to be progressing. You have to find that sweet spot to where you are working hard and you're doing it naturally and you're doing it the right way with the correct patience, the right mentorship, the right information, all that good stuff. And you guys will be set when you guys approach it that way. Okay, I don't want you guys to have this mindset of like, I gotta wake up 3 a.m. in the morning. You know, you see all the successful people talk about what time they wake up and things like that. And I gotta grind. Yeah, I just worked a 13-hour shift. I'm tired, but I'm gonna go on the charts. It's like, no, if you're tired, you should sleep. So I'm serious. You should sleep. If you work 13-hour shifts, if you work graveyard shifts, you should find some time to sleep and rest. It's so important. It changes everything. I mean, you won't even be an effective trader anyway if you're just exhausted, working shift after shift all the time, every single day, right? So you guys have to take care of yourselves and be healthy mentally and physically. And that's how you're going to grow. It's not all about the grind. Okay. If you're tired, rest. You should rest. Your body is telling you to rest. Like I said, don't rest too much. Don't get comfortable with the resting, because sometimes you will get confused and you'll say, oh, I'm tired, I need more rest. But then you actually don't really need rest, but you're so used to resting a lot. Okay, so that's why I said this is a tricky situation to juggle with, because you have to find that sweet spot. You have to make sure you're resting, but you're not resting too much. And however that looks, I can't give you like a measurement. I wish I could, but you have to be able to measure that on your own. This is your journey, so you have to be responsible for that concept, right? When am I working too much and when am I working too little? You have to find that sweet spot. So you already know the goal. You have to just go through your own journey and find that sweet spot, okay? Don't get too caught up on the grind, guys. Don't get too caught up on it at all. Let things happen naturally. Let them come to you, and you will see how much fruitful your life will be when you guys are being more present and you're taking care of yourself more, and you're taking step by step. You're taking one step at a time. And it's crazy how effective that can be. I know it can look slow from the outside of something that you don't want to do, but when you are taking one step at a time, you're not trying to skip steps. You find yourself stepping up faster and faster and faster and faster, and to the point where you're like running up the steps. And that's how you grow. That's how you become successful with those applications. Okay, there's no shortcut to this. There's no I'm gonna leap all the way to the top type of situation. Okay, you guys have to take your time into it, especially when you guys are coming back into the trading game. All right, you guys, so that's gonna be it for today's podcast. I hope this helped, especially for some of you guys that are thinking about coming back into the game, or even if you're still in the game, maybe you can start changing your mindset now, you know, when it comes to approaching the market and you studying and you taking care of yourself, because this is a serious thing. And how you approach yourself with trading is going to change everything about your journey, your results, your progression, all of that good stuff. So make sure you guys, really listen, tune in, take notes, and really take what I say to heart. All right, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that podcast. I'm going to be dropping a lot more of these videos. Like I said, I got time. Your boy NTG is back on the YouTube. I'm going to drop that gold video for you guys soon, probably tomorrow. So either tomorrow or Saturday. And I'm also going to be hosting a live trading session with YouTube. So make sure you guys have that post notification on. YouTube will be active again. So yeah, I saw you guys in the comment section. Shout out to my OGs in the comment section. It's good to see everybody, and I hope to see you guys on that live stream. All right. So it's your boy NTG, and I'm going to see you guys in the next podcast, and I'm out. Peace.